Hey, everybody, it is tea time with the diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're going to get into it. Listen, this tea time is dedicated to Can Lifetime already do the documentary on surviving Diddy? I think before Cassie, there were many other alleged victims of Diddy. Sean P. Diddy Combs, whatever he wants to call himself, Brother Love, many victims. And the best I could say right now is if you are a parent who wants to get your child in the industry, whether it's modeling, whether it's acting, whether it's, music, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, release your child to the mentor or the person that is allegedly going to help them get into said industry. Now, there's videos going around where Justin Bieber spent 48 hours with Diddy, and then there's videos documented where Justin Bieber came out of his own mouth and said how at one point in time in his life he was on the drugs so bad. And we heard from Cassie that one of Diddy's methods is to just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you with substances, alcohol, things as such. And years later, Justin Bieber talks about how, he couldn't stop with the drugs. And then you have Usher, who spent more than 48 hours with Diddy. This man likes him young. This man let me say allegedly Diddy likes some young, and allegedly Diddy prefers the males over females. But because he doesn't want to just come out and be who he is, he allegedly pretends to like females when he really prefers, the opposite sex. And he has allegedly been destroying lives for years. Let's share screen. I mean, you've seen a lot of sick people in this world, but this runs really deep and is so sick. This is Usher talking about the wild times he had with Puffy at 14. And there's also a story out there where Diddy talked about how him and Usher used to sleep in the same bed together, and how one time they would wake up fighting over the frosted flakes, the cereal. This man is sick.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that
Yeah.
was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor Camp
There you go.
to learn
Flavor
some.
Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In
to.
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
He got a chance to see some things. It was L.A. Reid's idea. And just in case you don't know, L.A. Reid is being sued currently by some ex-employees. Well, let me back up a little bit. By ex-employee that says that he allegedly violated her. So you got predator after predator after predator after predator, and they're helping each other, prey on the vulnerable, the young, and it's just a mess. So L.A. Reid's idea was to send young Usher into the hands of P. Diddy. And these parties were going on. You think L.A. Reid didn't know about this before he sent Usher into the lion's den? Yeah, he knew. Let's continue.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So
It was
nobody
crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
I didn't
But
say
you
that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was
Biggie
there.
Smalls was there, Lil Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people
all
are
of
hanging
these,
around.
yeah,
All these people are hanging around. So I bring you back to the Cassie story. This is just my opinion that it wasn't just, sex workers that was in these rooms and at these FO parties. I believe there was others. I believe there was some celebrities. I believe it was many people that would witness and taking part of this sickness. So Puffy allegedly always had these wild parties, and I think they just got worse over time. It just progressed into being worse, 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 so it just got so evil. This is Usher saying when he was young, a teenager, he saw some things, and you heard him tell Howard Stern, I'm not saying nobody didn't touch me. I'm not saying I didn't partake in it. He said, I didn't say that. This is a hot mess.
man, Faith Evans,
And your
Jodeci,
parents were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a
Faith Evans, who also unfortunately has a problem with drugs. Mary J. Blige, who suffers some things too. See the patterns here? And you know what? In the name, Bad Boy Entertainment. And bad boy is an understatement. Let's continue.
good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat, or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And
I was
what
younger.
do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
See?
Hell no. So parents, I don't care what industry you want to get your kid into, don't send them ever in the hands of any of these music industry people, these modeling people, these acting people. They're sick. Let me present the screen one more time. Now this one, I'm not going to be able to show much of this, but Diddy spent 48 hours with Justin Bieber. And then in this particular footage, he's saying how he cannot tell you what they about to do in the next 48 hours. You can't tell us what you about to how you gonna be with a child for 48 hours. You should be just doing music. Why can't we hear about you just doing music? I could play a little bit of this for you. Hold on one second.
You to keep in mind.
Like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
Please, who can tell us what Diddy could possibly want to do with young Justin that he couldn't mention in front of the camera? Thanks to his obvious body language, Diddy acted suspicious and Justin looked clueless. Could there be something that Diddy was going to do that he didn't want anyone to know about? Well, we already knew what he did with Usher. The young and innocent Usher was exposed to explicit activities carried out by other celebrities under Diddy's watch. And not just that, he and Diddy even shared a bed. Man, this is really disturbing. Could that be what he wanted to do with young Justin as well? Expose him to things improper for his age. I mean, Diddy even confessed he didn't have legal custody over Justin as he had with Usher, so he had no right to expose Justin the way he did. The ultimate proof that Justin was influenced negatively is his confession of his struggles with addiction and breaking the law. The superstar opened up in his docuseries that he was using drugs early in his career and couldn't do without them.
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape.
I mean, doesn't that
Thank God for Cassie. I think she popped the lid on the bottle, so to speak. And hopefully when she popped that lid, it allowed all those other souls that were trapped inside that Diddy bottle free. I think it is just the beginning. And I think perhaps others might be coming out to tell their horror stories about Diddy. We can't erase the past or change the past. But what I keep saying is, I hope that others are learning from these situations, even though it didn't happen to them. We can learn from others. And parents out there, I don't care how bad you want your child in any given industry. You know, Felicia comes on my channel a lot and she always says the children are supposed to be loved and protected. Love and protect your children, even if they're going to get pissed at you. Even if they beg you, Mom, please let me go. I want to be a superstar. You got to say, listen, I live longer than you and I know more than you and I'm protecting you. You can be mad at me, but go sit down in your room. We're going to figure out another way to get you into this industry. But what I'm not going to do is release you into the hands of a predator. I think if Lifetime or someone else picks up this documentary, Surviving Diddy, at the end, just like R. Kelly, Diddy will be come tumbling down. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments and let me know your thoughts on this situation. Did Diddy destroy Usher and Justin Bieber? Did he have a hand of doing something to them, the unthinkable, when they was under his watch? Chat with me, guys, and I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.